Hello, welcome to Nobby Time, and we need to talk about Solasta Crown of the Magister. Solasta is a turn-based tactical RPG which utilises the base rule set of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition through the open game license, which, if you played D&D recently, you may have heard some stuff about. It came out originally in May of 2021, and I think this may be one of the most underrated games that I've ever come across. So initially, when it was launched, it was only single player. And a friend gifted me this game, and I tried to play it, and while I thought it was good, you have to control 4 characters. And if you know D&D, there's a lot of mechanics at play, and it got a bit overwhelming. Now, it's not as difficult as it would be to control 4 characters playing Dungeons & Dragons. You don't need to play Dungeons & Dragons at all to understand and enjoy this game. It does make the system easy to use. However, 4 people, tactical positioning, different abilities, different positions they need to be in, it was just a bit much, I felt, and it felt like really hard work. But last year they launched multiplayer and everything changed in an instant. So my friend who got this for me and we together have recently played through the main Crown of the Magister storyline, and it is utterly gripping. One of the best video game experiences I have ever had, and what's amazing about it is the system that it runs with means that we could play it again with the same characters and it could end up being an entirely different experience. There are so many moments where roles go one way or the other where you wouldn't find out bits of information, stuff I wouldn't even be able to tell you to spoil, and things go a different way. Choose to sleep here, choose to go there, choose to take this action with this person or not, and all those things are up for chance. And then within that, your character backgrounds and stuff, they make the storyline different with different side missions, different things connected to you. So there's enough randomness and enough plot lines to go around the place that it's got some replayability. In fact, me and my friend Will, once we've completed the expansions storylines, we will be returning to the original campaign to try and complete it on its hardest difficulty setting, upon realising that it's like less than 0.2% of the player base has ever done that. So we're like, well, let's give it a go. When playing, you do genuinely get connected to the characters, not just the ones that are you're playing, but also various other of the non-playable characters as well. And that's whether that connection is one of dislike, you'll know when you speak to them, and ones where you're actually kind of rooting for that particular character, and you get invested in what happens to them. What goes with this, though, is I must say the NPCs, the quality of the voice acting is pretty good. Whilst the ones you get to choose from in character creation are a little bit limited, but that's kind of to be expected. I think it'd be very expensive to have the amount of dialogue that they have across too many voice actors. But the quality of the voice acting from the non-playable character's point of view is actually really good. So a big shout out to that part of it, as well as the script writing. So if you want to find yourself immersed in a game where you can challenge yourself in terms of difficulty scaling, adventure freely, and have your decisions have real consequential actions within an RPG setting, I absolutely recommend this to you, and I would recommend it most of all with a friend. That shared experience of having those discussions together, well, what about this? This might happen, and them noticing things I didn't, and vice versa. It really is your Dungeons and Dragons fix, but I can absolutely see that 2 people who just like turn-based tactical RPGs would get in the same place with a friend. So I recommend you give it a try. I'm playing for the expansion, and I will talk about that when it's done, and may well stream the Iron Challenge when it comes around for us to give that a go. Otherwise, thank you for listening. If you've played the game, let me know what you think in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Have a good day.